Postmortem examination to establish how a woman and her 2 children were killed and secretly buried in Nanyuki is set for this morning. A KDF soldier, Major Peter Mugure, is in custody over the killing of his estranged wife, Joyce Yombua, and their 2 children. Let's now link up with Martin Munene, who's live in Nanyuki. Martin, it's good to see you. And what time do we expect these results?
All right, a very good morning to you, Trevor. Like you rightly put it, we are outside the Nanyuki morgue here in Laikipia County, where we actually expected this particular postmortem to actually start at around 9 a.m. It's a few minutes past 9, and therefore we expect that this particular operation will be starting anytime now. We expect that the chief government pathologist, Johansson Odor, the doctor, would be actually coming to lead this particular exercise. Trevor, you remember the court did grant that the suspects, or the main suspect in this particular incident, the Major Mugure, to actually be held for 21 days so that investigations can actually continue. Part of those investigations is actually this particular incident, or this particular operation here, the autopsy. It is expected to be carried out, of course, to give things like the timelines, or when these particular bodies, or actually when these people were actually killed, and also how they were killed. Initial reports indicated that the children had marks when they were discovered on Saturday on top of their mother in a shallow grave around Makaburini area, which is not very far from the base where Major Mugure actually worked from. And according to the initial reports, these children had cuts. There were also indications that there could have been, the mother could have actually been strangled to death. But all these are just preliminary reports, and what will actually determine how these 3 met their death will be actually after this postmortem is done, that is expected to be carried out today. It is also very important because we understand that DNA samples had been taken from these particular bodies to just determine if they are the real victims or not, and also to try link them to the suspect. And therefore, it is a very, very important process taking place here today. We expect that family members should also be here. We have been informed reliably that they're going to be here, and therefore we're going to just be waiting to hear what the government pathologist will say was the cause of death of these 3 people. Of course, Joyce Yombua, who was 31-year-old, and 2 children, one aged 10 and the other one aged 5. This is the day that a lot of people, and especially the family members, have been waiting for, because it is critical that answers of exactly what transpired and happened towards, or that led to the death of these 3 actually be answered. And the only way that is going to happen is if this process actually takes place. We have been made to understand that it's going to be starting any time from now, and of course we are eager, or we're actually eager and keen to actually know exactly what is happening, and we're going to be briefing you as we get the information. But so far we can say that it has not yet started, and we understand, or we have been made to understand, that that particular process should be starting any time from now. It was scheduled to start at 9, but like you can see, there's quite a number of activities going on behind me, because this is a public mortuary, and therefore there are other people who are coming in to pick bodies of their loved ones, and therefore they have to first of all clear, and then that particular exercise will go on. But for now, we can say we're here. We expect the family members to be here, and of course, once the government pathologist comes and this particular process starts, we're going to be letting you know. But as it is now, it is yet to start, but we have been told that it is going to be starting any time from now. Back to you, Trevor.
Martin, do we know whether the police are looking at any other suspects? Is anybody else being questioned?
All right. On Monday, when the suspects were actually brought before court, of course, there is Collins, who was part of the people who are actually accused. But the police did say they believe that there could be other suspects, because considering that the prime suspect is actually a major in the army, this is a man who actually has people under his command, and therefore it is possible that there could be people in or out of the military forces, or people around his life, who could have also been involved in this particular incident, and therefore police are also trying to get answers, and they believe there are more suspects, but so far they have not yet let us know if they have arrested any other person. But of course, Trevor, one of the things that will actually help answer or get answers is this particular exercise here today, because they will know how these particular murders were carried out, and if they were carried out, for example, by one person, if they were carried out using whatever tools or other things, and maybe the police will be trying to get who else was involved. But so far, only 2 suspects are being held, detained. One is detained in Nanyuki police station. The other one, Collins, is actually detained at Narumoro police station. It's not very far from here. It's in Nyeri County. But the police have said that they are looking for other suspects. And one of the things actually that resulted to the 21 days or this particular major being held for 21 days is so that it does not interfere with any other person who could have been involved in this particular crime, and therefore the police believe that they would be able to bring other people. And the main reason that this particular man was held is so that he does not interfere with anybody who could be a witness, anybody who could be a suspect in this particular crime. Trevor.